The most powerful man in Black Hollywood just got hit with accusations that could end his empire forever. Tyler Perry, the billionaire who built his media kingdom from nothing, is now facing a lawsuit so explosive it's sending shockwaves through the entertainment industry and straight into the British royal family. This isn't just another celebrity scandal. This is a $260 million bombshell that's about to tear apart everything Perry has worked for, and it's dragging some very famous names down with him. Dixon was just another struggling actor trying to make it in Hollywood when he crossed paths with Tyler Perry back in 2019. What started as a dream opportunity quickly turned into what Dixon now describes as a living nightmare. The lawsuit he filed reveals a pattern of alleged manipulation, coercion, and abuse that supposedly went on for years behind the scenes of Perry's hit shows. Dixon claims Perry used his massive influence to create a toxic environment where career survival meant playing along with unwanted advances and keeping quiet about what happened behind closed doors. The allegations are disturbing and specific. Dixon says Perry would dangle roles in front of him like bait, making it clear that his character's fate on screen depended entirely on what happened off-camera. When Dixon appeared on Perry's political drama The Oval as a character named Dale, everything seemed to be going well professionally. But according to the lawsuit, Perry allegedly made it crystal clear that Dixon's continued success hinged on more than just his acting ability. The message was simple: resist the advances, and your character gets written off the show permanently. What makes this story even more shocking is how it connects to the British royal family. Tyler Perry isn't just a Hollywood mogul, he's the godfather to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's daughter, Lilibet. When Harry and Meghan fled the UK and needed a safe place to land, Perry opened his doors and his heart to them. He provided them with security, shelter, and emotional support during one of the darkest periods of their lives. Now, the man they trusted with their most precious relationships is facing accusations that could shatter everything they've built together. The lawsuit includes text messages that Perry allegedly sent to Dixon, and they paint a picture of someone who believed his power made him untouchable. These messages, now part of the public record, show a pattern of inappropriate behavior that supposedly escalated over time. Dixon claims Perry would comment on his appearance, make suggestive remarks, and create an atmosphere where saying no wasn't really an option. When Dixon finally tried to distance himself from Perry's advances, that's when things allegedly got dangerous. The most chilling part of Dixon's story involves what happened to his character on The Oval. Dale, the character Dixon played, was suddenly written into increasingly violent situations. By the end of season 1, Dale had been shot multiple times, a creative decision that Dixon believes was Perry's way of sending a message. The implication was terrifying: play along with what's happening behind the scenes, or watch your career die on screen. Dixon describes it as psychological warfare disguised as television production. For Harry and Meghan, this scandal couldn't have come at a worse time. They've been working tirelessly to rebuild their brand and establish themselves as serious players. In Hollywood, Meghan's return to social media, their various business ventures, and their attempts to distance themselves from royal drama have all been part of a carefully orchestrated comeback. Now, with their daughter's godfather facing these explosive allegations, all of that work is in jeopardy. The royal couple's judgment is being questioned, and their inner circle is under intense scrutiny. The ripple effects are already being felt throughout their social network. Sources close to the couple suggest that Harry is particularly disturbed by the allegations and is reconsidering Perry's role in their family's life. The idea that someone they trusted so completely could be capable of the behavior Dixon describes has reportedly shaken them to their core. There's even talk that Harry wants to remove Perry as Lilibet's godfather entirely, a move that would send shockwaves through both Hollywood and royal circles. Tyler Perry's response to the lawsuit has been swift and aggressive. His legal team is calling the allegations fabricated and describing the lawsuit as nothing more than a shakedown attempt. They're painting Dixon as an opportunist trying to cash in on Perry's success and reputation. But the detailed nature of the allegations, combined with the text message evidence, makes this case much more serious than a simple money grab. Perry's entire empire, worth an estimated $1 billion, is now under threat. The entertainment industry is watching this case closely because it represents something bigger than just one man's alleged misconduct. Perry has operated as a one-man studio for years, writing, directing, producing, and sometimes starring in his own projects. This level of control has made him incredibly successful, but it's also created an environment where accountability can become blurred. When one person has that much power over so many careers, the potential for abuse becomes enormous. What's particularly troubling about Dixon's allegations is how they describe a systematic pattern of behavior rather than isolated incidents. The lawsuit suggests that Perry used his shows as a testing ground for his alleged misconduct, creating storylines and character arcs that served as subtle threats to actors who didn't comply with his demands. This kind of psychological manipulation, if proven true, represents a new level of predatory behavior in an industry already notorious for its abuse of power. The timing of this lawsuit is also significant. It comes at a moment when Hollywood is still grappling with the aftermath of the Me Too movement and trying to establish better safeguards against abuse. Perry has long been seen as one of the good guys in the industry, a self-made billionaire who created opportunities for Black actors and told stories that mainstream Hollywood ignored. If these allegations are true, it would represent a devastating betrayal of that trust and reputation. For Meghan Markle, this scandal represents another major crisis in her ongoing battle to control her public narrative. She's faced criticism for her association with various controversial figures over the years, and now her critics are pointing to Perry as another example of her allegedly poor judgment when it comes to choosing allies. The suggestion is that Meghan is too focused on networking with powerful people and not concerned enough about their character or integrity. The legal battle ahead promises to be lengthy and brutal. With $260 million at stake and reputations on the line, both sides are preparing for a fight that could drag on for years. Dixon's legal team is promising to present evidence that they say will prove Perry's guilt beyond any doubt. Perry's lawyers, meanwhile, are gearing up to destroy Dixon's credibility and paint him a failed actor looking for an easy payday. The broader implications of this case extend far beyond just Perry and Dixon. It's raising questions about power dynamics in Hollywood, the responsibility of major studios to protect their talent, and the role of influential figures in shaping careers and destinies. The entertainment industry is once again being forced to confront uncomfortable truths about how business really gets done behind closed doors. As this story continues to unfold, the stakes keep getting higher for everyone involved: Perry's business empire, Harry and Meghan's reputation, and the broader conversation about abuse in Hollywood are all hanging in the balance. The lawsuit has already begun to reshape relationships and alliances throughout the entertainment industry, and the final outcome could have consequences that reach far beyond just the immediate parties involved. The most tragic aspect of this entire situation might be how it's affecting the innocent people caught in the crossfire. Lilibet, Harry and Meghan's daughter, is too young to understand why her godfather is suddenly in the news for all the wrong reasons. But the adults in her life are having to make difficult decisions about trust, loyalty, and protection that will shape her future in ways she can't yet comprehend. This isn't just a story about one lawsuit or one alleged predator. It's a story about power, corruption, and the price of success in an industry where the lines between personal and professional relationships are constantly blurred. Whether Derek Dixon's allegations are ultimately proven true or false, the damage to Tyler Perry's reputation and the ripple effects throughout Hollywood and the royal family are already irreversible. The empire that Perry spent decades building is now under siege, and the outcome of this battle will determine not just his future, but the future of everyone connected to him.